Hello, I'm Dr. Nicholas Rogu with AdoptionEducationClasses.com. Today's video lecture is titled Attention and Attachment Issues, a Primer for Adoptive Parents. Attention issues in children. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, otherwise known as ADHD, affects roughly 5 to 10% of all children. Some 20%, however, may display a severe form. It does not affect intelligence, and it is not related to mental retardation. Intellectual development, however, is often inconsistent. The child may be ahead in math, but behind in other areas. ADHD is the most common neurobehavioral disorder of childhood. It is likely caused by chemical differences in the brain. Some characteristics include being easily distracted, short attention span, fidgeting constantly, talking without stopping, difficulty with concentration, and trouble with impulse control. The child may become upset when things or people fail to behave accordingly. Children often have mood swings, and their behavior is often unpredictable. Criteria for diagnosis include relying on the observations of parents, family members, and teachers. Behavioral symptoms may be present, and they usually affect more than one setting, such as the home, school, or peer group. Usually, symptoms are present to some degree before the age of 7. They cause clinically significant social, academic, and occupational impairment, and symptoms tend to worsen with increased demand on the child. Growth concerns. Children with ADHD may be shorter than non-affected children, possibly because of treatment with stimulant medication. These height deficits, however, normalize in late adolescence. Is ADHD inherited? Quite possibly. Studies of twins and adopted children indicate that ADHD may be inherited. In managing a child with ADHD, stimulant drugs are frequently used, such as methylphenidate, Ritalin, and many others. There are many approaches to parenting a child with ADHD. One way may be to establish a consistent set of rules, always with the same set of consequences. If the child breaks the rules, it is important that they be reprimanded in some way. You must implement a system of reward and punishments. In evaluating behavioral issues of these children, you must consider the child with problems in school, at home, work, or in social activities for at least 6 months. These problems appear to be related to inattention, hyperactivity, or impulsivity. In this case, an evaluation for ADHD should be done. Symptoms of inattention include failing to pay close attention to detail, making careless mistakes in lessons, difficulty sustaining attention, and not listening when spoken to. They do not follow through on instructions. They fail to finish schoolwork or chores. They have difficulty organizing tasks or activities, and they avoid, dislike, or are reluctant to engage in tasks that require sustained effort. They lose things needed for activities, such as toys, assignments, pencils, and supplies. They are distracted by outside activity, and they are often forgetful in daily activities. Symptoms of hyperactivity also include difficulty playing or engaging in leisurely activities quietly, acting as if on the go, driven by a motor, and also talking excessively. Symptoms of impulsivity include blurting out the answer before being called upon, having difficulty awaiting your turn, interrupting or intruding on others' conversations or games. What does this all mean? The presence of 6 or more symptoms under the category of inattention or hyperactivity and impulsivity may indicate a problem. If they occur frequently, result in impairment, and are not caused by other conditions, this may be ADHD. ADHD and the adopted child. Internationally adopted children have additional risk factors for attentional and behavioral problems. Inattention and overactivity may follow institutional deprivation. Recent thinking suggests that ADHD may be more common among internationally adopted children. It is not yet definitively proven, but many studies are underway. This diagnosis cannot be made without consideration of the time period since adoption. Many recent international adoptees